Imagine a world where your mind is your greatest ally, not your worst enemy. Welcome to the profound realm of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that still echoes with relevance today. In this serene landscape, we find Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, deep in thought, embodying the timeless wisdom that has inspired generations. In today's journey, we delve into a powerful message from Seneca. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. As we navigate through the stormy seas of our own thoughts, let's seek the clear skies of understanding that lie beyond. Our purpose? To unravel the depths of this quote and discover its profound relevance in our modern world. Through the complex labyrinth of human emotion and perception, we will find a path to clarity and peace. Join me as we embark on a journey through time and thought, exploring how this ancient wisdom can illuminate our lives today. Are you ready to see the world through the eyes of a Stoic? Let's begin. Imagine yourself on a tiny boat amidst a vast ocean, surrounded by towering waves and stormy skies. Now imagine realizing that these fierce waves are merely a figment of your imagination. This is the essence of a profound insight by Seneca. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, believed that our mind often creates scenarios far worse than reality. This quote speaks to the human tendency to worry, fear, and create internal turmoil over things that may never happen. It's a reminder that our imagination can be both a creative force and a source of unnecessary suffering. As Seneca teaches us, it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of those events. The power lies not in the external world, but within our own perceptions. Stoicism, at its core, is about understanding what is within our control and what isn't. This quote encapsulates the Stoic belief in focusing on our own reactions and perceptions, rather than external events beyond our control. Seneca's wisdom is a call to introspection. It invites us to examine how often our fears and anxieties are grounded in mere possibilities, not certainties. By mastering our perceptions, we gain emotional resilience and inner peace. The quote is a powerful reminder that by controlling our perception, we can overcome much of the emotional turmoil we face. It's not about ignoring reality, but about understanding and reframing it in a way that reduces suffering. This brings us to an essential aspect of Stoicism. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and managing them. Seneca's quote guides us to differentiate between what is real and what is a product of our imagination. In summary, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality is not just a quote, but a timeless piece of wisdom. It teaches us that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to it. As we move to the next segment, let's reflect on how this understanding can transform our approach to life's challenges and uncertainties. As we delve deeper into the wisdom of Stoicism, it's crucial to clear the fog of misconception. We're dissecting a quote often misunderstood, yet immensely powerful. Let's unfold the true essence of Seneca's words. Stoicism, a philosophy founded in ancient Greece, often gets misrepresented. It's not about suppressing emotions or disregarding life's pleasures. Rather, it's about finding tranquility amidst chaos. A common misconception about Stoicism, and particularly Seneca's quote, is that it advocates for emotional suppression. However, Stoicism doesn't teach us to be unfeeling robots. Instead, it encourages us to recognize our emotions without letting them control us. Seneca's insight: we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, is frequently misunderstood as a call to ignore our problems. In truth, it's about distinguishing between what's in our head and what's actually happening. This quote shines a light on the human tendency to amplify our fears and anxieties in our minds. It's not a directive to deny reality, but an invitation to question our perceptions and reactions to it. Finally, let's address the idea that Stoicism is about life's detachment. On the contrary, it's about engaging with life more rationally. Seneca teaches us to reduce unnecessary suffering caused by our imagination, not to detach from genuine experiences and emotions. So, as we journey through the Stoic philosophy, remember it's not about building walls around our emotions, but about understanding them. Next, we'll explore personal stories that bring Seneca's wisdom to life. Stay tuned. Let's delve into a tale that many of us might find relatable. Picture this. Standing at life's crossroads, where the path of reality diverges from the shadowy trail of our fears. It's a choice we all face, often unknowingly. Have you ever caught your reflection, only to see a face marred by worry and fear, unrecognizable even to yourself? It's a stark reminder of how our mind can distort reality, painting a picture far more daunting than the truth. Consider a moment when a mere shadow on the wall turned into a menacing monster in your mind. A small worry, insignificant in the grand scheme, yet magnified to terrifying proportions by our imagination. Recall a time when a good book, or perhaps a serene moment under a tree, offered an escape. As you lost yourself in those pages or the beauty of nature, your worries, those dark clouds, drifted away, revealing the clear sky of the present moment. And finally, picture the dual reality of our lives. On one side, chaos reigns in a cluttered room, mirroring an overwhelmed mind. On the other, peace and order in a tidy space reflect a calm, collected mindset. The same person, the same life, yet perceived so differently based on our inner state. In these stories, we see how our imagination often crafts narratives far removed from reality. They serve as vivid illustrations of Seneca's wisdom, reminding us to anchor ourselves in the present and see the world as it truly is, not through the distorted lens of our fears. As we delve deeper into the essence of Seneca's words, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Let's explore its profound relevance in our contemporary society. In a world increasingly dominated by social media, our perceptions of reality can become distorted. We often compare our lives to the idealized images we see online, forgetting these are mere highlights, not the complete story. Consider the fear of missing out, or FOMO, a byproduct of seeing others' curated experiences. This phenomenon perfectly encapsulates Seneca's observation. We suffer not from the reality of our situation, but from the imagined life we think we're missing. Moreover, this quote resonates strongly in our approach to personal challenges and failures. The fear of failure often paralyzes us more than the actual consequences of failing. Adopting a Stoic mindset in this digital age means recognizing these distortions and realigning our perception with reality. It's about understanding that our fears and anxieties are often amplified by our imagination. By doing so, we can ground ourselves more firmly in the present, appreciating what we have and facing our challenges with a clearer, more balanced perspective. In essence, embracing the wisdom of Seneca to navigate the complexities of modern life. Let's carry this thought forward. How can we apply Seneca's wisdom to our daily interactions and self-reflection? As we ponder this, remember, the power of our perception shapes our reality, and it's often less daunting than our fears suggest. As we journey further into the practical applications of Stoicism, let's first visualize our path, much like a serene garden pathway, where each step represents a practice in mindfulness and self-reflection. This journey is about finding tranquility in our daily lives, just as one finds peace amidst the beauty of nature. One foundational practice in Stoicism is the art of maintaining balance in our lives. Imagine a person carefully balancing stones, each representing different aspects of life: work, relationships, personal goals. This symbolizes the Stoic principle of maintaining emotional and practical balance, even amidst life's challenges. Next, consider the Stoic practice of finding calm in turmoil. Picture a lighthouse standing firm amidst a calm sea, guiding ships safely to shore. This represents our ability to remain stable and provide guidance to ourselves and others, even when the sea of life becomes turbulent. Meditation and reflection are also key to Stoicism. Envision a person sitting in meditation under a sprawling tree, symbolizing the growth and strength that come from introspection and self-awareness. This peaceful solitude is where we can align our thoughts with our actions. Finally, let's visualize the concept of bridging the gap between our current reality and our aspirations. A bridge spanning a chasm represents our journey towards personal growth and overcoming obstacles, guided by Stoic wisdom. In applying these Stoic principles, we begin with small daily practices. Start by observing your reactions to situations and question whether they are based in reality or perception. Practice gratitude, focusing on what you have rather than what you lack. Engage in reflection, perhaps through journaling, to gain clarity on your thoughts and emotions. And most importantly, remember that change begins within. By shifting our perception, we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth. As we conclude this segment, let's carry with us these images and the Stoic teachings they represent. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we can navigate the complexities of modern existence with greater ease and inner peace. As we reach the end of our journey through Seneca's profound wisdom, let us pause and reflect. The Stoic philosophy isn't just a historical curiosity, it's a practical guide for our modern lives, a compass in a world often ruled by unnecessary fears and anxieties. Remember, it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance. Our thoughts have the power to construct or disrupt our peace. So, the next time you find yourself caught in the tides of worry, ask yourself, is this a reality or just a shadow of my imagination? Have you ever wondered what truly holds us back from experiencing life to its fullest? Is it fear, doubt, or something more deep-rooted? We delve into another powerful words of Seneca. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. These words echo through time, challenging us to confront our deepest fears. Stoicism, a philosophy born in the heart of ancient Greece and Rome, teaches us to embrace what we cannot control. It's about finding peace in the midst of chaos and strength in the face of adversity. In the next few minutes, let's unravel the essence of living a life unshackled by the fear of death. Let's explore how Stoicism can guide us to a life of purpose, presence, and profound peace. Join us as we step into a world where every moment is a treasure, where the fear of death is replaced by the love of life. Let's begin this enlightening journey together. Imagine standing at the edge of an unknown abyss, feeling the pulse of life's uncertainties. This is the fear of death, a shadow that lurks in the back of our minds. But what if understanding this fear could be the first step towards a life of true fulfillment? Let's dive into the depths of this primal fear and discover how to embrace life's full potential. our journey begins with a fundamental question. Why do we fear death? It's a universal experience, a common thread woven into the fabric of human existence. Death confronts us with the ultimate unknown, challenging the very essence of what it means to be alive. Across cultures and ages, the fear of death manifests in countless ways. For some, it's a whisper in moments of danger or a shout in times of crisis. Anxiety, procrastination, and avoidance. These are the masks worn by this fear, hiding our deepest insecurities about the unknown. Peeling back these layers, we uncover the root causes of our fear. It often stems from a lack of understanding, a misconception that death is just an end rather than a natural part of life's cycle. Our failure to comprehend death leaves us grappling with its implications. The fear of death is like a labyrinth. As we navigate its twists and turns, we confront our deepest doubts and questions. What lies beyond life? Is death merely a cessation of existence, or a gateway to something beyond our understanding? But in understanding this fear, we find a bridge to acceptance. The fear of death can become a catalyst for growth, pushing us to embrace each moment, to live with purpose, and to cherish the fleeting beauty of life's impermanence. Understanding the fear of death isn't about finding definitive answers. It's about learning to live with the questions, to accept the unknown, and to find peace in the journey of life. As we explore this theme, remember, the goal isn't to conquer fear, but to understand it as a part of who we are. As we delve deeper into understanding death through the lens of Stoicism, it's crucial to dismantle some common misconceptions that cloud our judgment. Misinterpretation of death often leads to an exaggerated sense of fear, hindering our ability to live fully. One widespread belief is that death is something to be feared, a dark, endless abyss. This misinterpretation can overshadow the vibrant experiences life offers. Stoicism, however, doesn't see death as a void, but as a natural end to the journey of life. Another common fear is the idea of eternal punishment. Many cultures and religions have propagated this view, leading to an overwhelming dread of what comes after. But Stoicism encourages youth to view death as a return to nature, a process that is neither punishing nor rewarding. Moreover, we often mistake Stoicism for promoting a disregard for death. In contrast, it advocates for a balanced perspective, accepting death's inevitability without allowing it to overshadow our daily experiences. The Stoic approach is not about ignoring death, but embracing the present. It teaches us that fearing the inevitable only robs us of the joys and opportunities that life offers. By understanding and accepting death, we free ourselves to truly live. As we delve into personal stories and experiences, it's essential to recognize that the journey of overcoming the fear of death is as unique as each individual. One such story is of Alex, who, after years of battling with a fear of failure, decided to take a leap of faith. Alex's turning point came one quiet night under a starlit sky. As he contemplated the vastness of the universe, he realized his fears were minuscule in comparison to the infinite cosmos. This moment of clarity was his first step towards embracing life fully. Another tale is of Emma, who found liberation from her fear of death through her art. Each brushstroke on her canvas was a defiance against her anxieties, a bold statement of living in the now rather than being shackled by the what-ifs of tomorrow. We also hear stories from around the world, a musician in Spain, a teacher in Japan, a farmer in Kenya, each facing their fears in their own way. Their stories are a testament to the universal struggle against the fear of death and the diverse paths to overcoming it. Finally, we meet John, in his 80s, reflecting on a life well lived. His wisdom. The fear of death diminishes when we fill our lives with love, purpose, and joy. His story reminds us that embracing the present is not just about confronting fear, but about creating a tapestry of memorable moments. These personal narratives not only inspire, but also illuminate the varied paths we can take to overcome our deepest fears and live a life worth remembering. As we delve into how Seneca's wisdom is mirrored in our world today, let's take a global view. Everywhere we turn, from the headlines to social media, we encounter a collective anxiety about the future and our mortality. This omnipresent fear, much like in Seneca's time, often dictates public discourse and personal decisions. In our digitally dominated era, the fear of death takes on new forms. On one side, we are bombarded with a constant stream of information that can exacerbate our fears. On the other, there's a growing movement of individuals seeking to disconnect, to experience life away from the screens, embracing the present in its fullness. The impact of this fear is evident in how we respond to current events. Whether it's a health crisis, environmental concerns, or political unrest, the shadow of mortality looms large, often leading to choices made out of fear rather than reason. Yet, there is a silver lining. More and more people are turning to Stoic principles to navigate these turbulent times. They are finding solace in the acceptance of things they cannot change, focusing their energies on positive actions and living responsibly in the face of uncertainty. As Seneca's teachings ripple through our modern consciousness, they remind us that while we cannot control every aspect of our world, we can choose how we react to it. By embracing the present and accepting our mortality, we can live a life not overshadowed by fear, but enlightened by purpose and meaning. As we reach the conclusion of our journey today, let's take a moment to reflect on the profound wisdom of Seneca. Just like the rising sun heralds a new day, his words illuminate the path to a life lived fully in the present. Consider this. Every moment we spend in the shadow of fear, particularly the fear of death, is a moment lost to the possibilities of life. The choice is ours, to remain at a standstill or to step forward into the vast, beautiful unknown. Time, as we know, is relentless in its passage. Seneca's message isn't just about accepting death, but about cherishing the impermanent, precious nature of our lives. Each second is a unique gift, never to be repeated. Embracing Stoic wisdom doesn't mean denying the challenges and fears we face. Rather, it's about acknowledging them and finding beauty and growth in the midst of these trials. Like a flower blooming amongst thorns, we too can thrive. Finally, remember that this philosophy of life, of embracing the present and overcoming the fear of death, transcends boundaries and cultures. It is a universal call to action, inviting us all to live deeply, passionately, and with purpose. As we part ways today, carry with you Seneca's timeless wisdom. Let it be a guiding light in your journey, helping you to overcome fears, to seize the day, and to live a life truly worth remembering. Share your thoughts, experiences, and how you plan to embrace each moment in the comments below. Until next time, live courageously and be present in every moment of your life. Imagine you're at a crossroads, not just any crossroads, but one that symbolizes your life's biggest decisions and uncertainties. Everywhere you look, there's a path leading to different outcomes, different futures. It's overwhelming, isn't it? Now picture this. Half of your brain is shadowed, tangled in worries and fears, while the other half shines brightly, filled with clarity and purpose. This is the battleground of your mind, where every day your thoughts wage a silent war. In life, it's like we're each in a small boat, amidst a vast, stormy sea. Waves of challenges and setbacks threaten to overturn us at any moment. Yet, the Horus on a heat holds a promise of calm and serenity. Consider the phoenix, a mythical bird that rises from its own ashes. Each setback, each fall, is not an end but a fiery beginning, a chance to emerge stronger and more resilient. And then, there's a wisdom that has echoed through the ages, a simple yet profound truth penned by the ancient Stoic philosopher, Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In the next few minutes, we're not just going to explore this quote. We're diving deep into the heart of Stoicism, a philosophy that's not about suppressing your emotions or being indifferent, but about harnessing the power of perspective. It's about understanding that the most significant battles and victories occur within our own minds. Stay with us as we unlock the secrets to inner serenity and resilience, learning how to navigate life's stormy seas, not just with endurance, but with wisdom and grace. Are you ready to change the way you see the world? Let's begin. In the realms of Stoicism, there's a profound concept that separates what's in our control from what's not. This idea, known as the dichotomy of control, is a guiding principle for finding peace and resilience. Consider this. We often entangle ourselves in the strings of external circumstances, the behavior of others, unforeseen events, or the whims of fate. Yet, what if I told you that true power lies in detaching from these strings? It's in understanding that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. The Stoics teach us to focus on our own actions, thoughts, and feelings. Like adjusting a telescope, we can zoom in on our internal world, gaining clarity and perspective. In life's grand chessboard, some pieces are beyond our reach, tossed by the storms of circumstance. Yet others, illuminated by the sunlight of our control, await our strategic move. This simple yet powerful dichotomy, what we can control versus what we cannot, is the cornerstone of Stoic wisdom, leading us towards inner serenity and resilience. Our minds are incredible storytellers, often weaving tales of fear and worry. But what if we use this power to our advantage? Negative visualization is not about pessimism. It's about preparedness. It's turning the mind's tendency to envisage the worst into a tool for resilience. Picture this. You're about to face a challenging situation. Maybe it's public speaking, a tough conversation, or a job interview. Instead of avoiding these thoughts, engage with them. Visualize the challenges, feel the discomfort, and then mentally prepare yourself to handle them with composure and grace. Think of negative visualization like mental weightlifting. Each time you lift, you're not just imagining the worst. You're strengthening your mental resilience. You're preparing yourself to lift the heavier weights life may throw your way. And in the heart of this practice lies a beautiful transformation, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Each challenge you visualize and overcome in your mind paves the way for growth, resilience, and an unshakable inner strength. So, are you ready to face the storms in your mind and emerge stronger? Embrace the Stoic practice of negative visualization and transform your fears into fortresses of resilience. Imagine your mind as a powerful artist, constantly painting the canvas of your perception. What if you could guide the brushstrokes to create a masterpiece of resilience and clarity? Today, we dive into the Stoic art of reshaping our mental landscape. In our journey through Stoic wisdom, we encounter a pivotal challenge: the battle against negative thoughts. These thoughts are like uninvited guests in the mind, often distorting our perception of reality. Epictetus teaches us that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of these events. Our thoughts can be our greatest allies or our fiercest adversaries. Let's explore how to challenge and transform these intrusive thoughts. The first step is to recognize them. Are they facts or just assumptions? This awareness is the dawn of change. As we sift through our thoughts, we learn to question their validity. Is this thought helpful? Is it rational? By interrogating our inner narrative, we begin to rewrite it, empowering ourselves with a more balanced perspective. Embracing this Stoic practice, we not only confront negative thoughts, but also learn to harness them, sculpting a mindset that is both resilient and serene. In doing so, we unlock a more harmonious and fulfilling way of living. True to the wisdom of Epictetus, imagine facing life's storms with a calm heart and a clear mind. Does this sound like a distant dream or a practical approach to life's challenges? Let's dive into a common misunderstanding about Stoicism and discover how it's not about indifference, but about empowerment. Stoicism often gets mislabeled as a philosophy of indifference or emotional suppression. This couldn't be further from the truth. Stoicism isn't about ignoring your emotions or pretending they don't exist. Rather, it's about acknowledging and accepting your feelings while not letting them control your actions. It teaches us to observe our emotions, understand their origins, and respond with clarity and wisdom. This misconception might stem from the Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. However, this doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent to life's happenings. In fact, Stoicism empowers us to take charge of our internal state, cultivating peace and resilience. It's about finding strength within to face life's unpredictable waves, not about turning a blind eye to them. To summarize, Stoicism isn't a call to suppress or ignore emotions. It's a call to understand them, to face life with a balanced heart and mind, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and wisdom. Have you ever felt like life's just happening to you, that you're a mere spectator in your own story? It's easy to think so, but what if I told you that you hold the pen, that you're the author of your narrative? This is the essence of Stoicism, a philosophy not of blaming the world, but of taking charge of our own responses. Contrary to popular belief, Stoicism doesn't suggest we blame external factors for our challenges. Instead, it empowers us. Picture a Stoic philosopher amidst the chaos of modern life, embodying calmness and control. Stoicism teaches us to be like a deeply rooted tree in a storm. The winds of change and challenge may sway us, but our strong roots, our internal beliefs and attitudes, keep us upright. Think of your mind as clay in your hands. Stoicism encourages us to sculpt it actively, not to blame the clay's quality, but to mold it with skill and intention. Envision two mirrors reflecting our inner world. One shows a stormy sea, the other a tranquil lake. Stoicism teaches us that our perceptions, like these mirrors, shape the reality we experience. Stoicism often confronts a common misconception that it's a rigid, inflexible philosophy. However, like a tree bending in the wind, Stoicism teaches us the art of adaptability. It's not about a strict set of rules, but rather about fluidly navigating life's unpredictable nature. Consider a person at a crossroads, where paths of emotion and reason diverge. Stoicism doesn't advocate for the complete suppression of emotions. Instead, it encourages a harmonious balance between feeling and rational thought. It's about understanding our emotions, not denying them. Like a chameleon adapting its colors to the environment, Stoicism is about customizing its principles to fit our unique life situations. This philosophy isn't a one-size-fits-all. It's a flexible guide that molds to our individual experiences and challenges. Stoicism is akin to a sculptor shaping clay. It's a philosophy that encourages personal growth and self-development. Far from being rigid, it empowers us to mold our character and resilience through continuous self-reflection and learning. Lastly, imagine Stoicism as a bridge over turbulent waters. It's not about avoiding life's challenges, but rather providing a framework to cross through them with wisdom and inner strength. It's a realistic approach to life, acknowledging difficulties while equipping us with tools to overcome them. As we reach the end of our journey today, let's reflect on the powerful message from Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This timeless wisdom teaches us that true strength lies not in external circumstances, but in our internal response. Every day we face a myriad of choices. The decision to react positively, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, can transform our lives. This choice empowers us, guiding us towards resilience and inner serenity. Like a tree that stands firm in a storm, Stoic principles encourage us to remain steady, regardless of the challenges we face. Our roots are our thoughts and attitudes, which, when nurtured with wisdom and insight, provide us unwavering strength. Remember, Stoicism isn't a doctrine for the few, it's a guide for all. Its principles are universal, transcending time, culture, and circumstance, offering a path to inner peace and resilience for anyone willing to embark on this journey. Time is the one resource we can't get more of. So why do we often find ourselves in endless debates about the essence of a good person? This is not just a philosophical question. It's a matter of how we choose to spend our irreplaceable hours. Over 2 millennia ago, Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher, gave a straightforward answer to this. He said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Simple, yet profound, these words cut through the noise of our daily lives. Today, we find ourselves overwhelmed by opinions, debates, and discussions about what it means to be good, just, or virtuous. But what if the answer lies not in the discussion, but in the doing? What if the true measure of our character is reflected in our actions rather than our arguments? In this video, we delve into the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and explore the Stoic approach to living a virtuous life. It's not about lofty ideals or moral superiority. It's about the choices we make every day, the small acts of kindness, the moments of courage, and the quiet decisions of integrity. Imagine a world where actions speak louder than words, where character is the true measure of a person. Today we delve into the heart of Stoicism, exploring the core principles that define virtuous living. Let's uncover how ancient wisdom can illuminate our modern lives. In the realm of Stoicism, virtues aren't just lofty ideals. They are the guiding compass of our lives. Think of virtues like courage, justice, wisdom, and temperance, not just as words, but as directions on a compass that guide your every action. Stoics believe in mastering emotions, not suppressing them. Picture a mosaic of human faces, each depicting different emotions. This symbolizes our journey towards understanding and empathizing with a spectrum of human experiences, while maintaining our emotional resilience. Life often presents us with two paths, the easy route and the challenging one. Visualize a forest with two diverging paths. The Stoics teach use to embrace the rocky, uphill path, for it is here that we grow stronger and more virtuous. Imagine standing at a crossroads where shadows represent life's temptations and light embodies virtue. It's at this junction we find our true character, as Stoicism encourages us to choose the light, to act with integrity even when no one is watching. Envision a person diligently planting seeds in a garden. Each seed represents a virtue being cultivated. Stoicism teaches us that this cultivation is a lifelong endeavor, where we continuously nurture and grow our virtues day by day. As we traverse through these principles, let's reflect on how they resonate with our personal journeys. How does the compass of virtue guide your decisions? In what ways do you navigate the complex terrain of emotions? Are you choosing the difficult path that leads to growth, standing firm in your integrity amidst life's crossroads and patiently cultivating your inner garden of virtues? In a world constantly chasing perfection, have we lost sight of the beauty in progress? Let's dive into the heart of self-improvement, where the journey is not just a path but a vibrant tapestry of our lives. Imagine a path stretching into the horizon, each section representing a different season. This path, like our journey of self-improvement, is ever-changing, winding through springs of new beginnings and winters of reflection. In the Stoic view, Marcus Aurelius championed the idea of continual growth, a journey with no final destination. It's not about reaching a pinnacle of goodness, but about evolving day by day, moment by moment. Consider a mirror, not just reflecting our current self, but myriad versions of us. Each reflection symbolizes a step in our journey, a version of ourselves informed by new wisdom and experiences. Self-improvement isn't a linear process. It's multifaceted and complex. Like the reflections in the mirror, we are made up of our past decisions, present actions, and future aspirations. This is the essence of the Stoic practice of self-reflection. Visualize a gardener attentively nurturing different plants. Each plant, at its own stage of growth, requires unique care, much like aspects of our character and virtues we cultivate over time. As we nurture our virtues, like courage and temperance, we grow. Sometimes this growth is visible, like a budding flower, and other times it's happening beneath the surface, unseen but vital. Envision a sculptor meticulously shaping a statue. Each stroke is deliberate, contributing to the overall masterpiece. This is akin to how we shape our character, stroke by stroke, choice by choice. Our actions, no matter how small, shape who we are. Every decision, every challenge faced, and every reflection is like the sculptor's chisel, defining the contours of our character. Finally, picture a grand tapestry being woven, each thread representing a different experience, thought, or action. Together, they create a complex, vibrant pattern, the tapestry of our lives. Stoicism teaches us that this tapestry is never complete. Our lives are a work in progress, an ever-evolving masterpiece of our own making. The beauty lies not in the completion, but in the creation. In each thread we weave. So, as we walk our unique paths, let's embrace every step of this journey. For in the pursuit of self-improvement, we find not just a better self, but a deeper understanding and appreciation of the journey itself. As we reach the culmination of our journey through the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the profound principles of Stoicism, we stand at a crossroads. Picture a path, not just any path, but one that winds through an ever-changing landscape. This is the path of our lives, diverse and unpredictable, just like the journey to inner goodness. Consider a mosaic, an intricate tapestry of human emotion and experience. Each piece, a moment of joy, sorrow, triumph, or learning, comes together to form the beautiful complexity of our being. This mosaic symbolizes our ongoing quest for goodness, a quest that embraces every facet of who we are and all that we can become. Imagine a majestic tree with roots delving deep into the earth and branches reaching towards the sky. Just like this tree, our journey towards goodness is deeply rooted in our values and aspirations, and it reaches outward in our actions and interactions with the world. Marcus Aurelius urged us not to waste time in idle debate about what it means to be good. Instead, he challenged us to act, to embody the virtues we esteem. This call to action is not just a statement. It's a daily commitment, a lifelong endeavor. The path to inner goodness isn't always straightforward. It's filled with challenges and setbacks, yet it's these very obstacles that refine us, that forge our character in the fires of perseverance and resilience. Embrace this path with humility and courage. Reflect on your actions, align them with your deepest values, and let your life be your message. As Marcus Aurelius said, be one. Be that good person you envision. Imagine navigating a vast, intricate maze. Each turn represents life's unpredictable challenges and choices. Now, what if I told you that true freedom, the kind that enlightens and liberates, lies not in altering the maze, but in transforming how we journey through it? Picture yourself at a crossroads. One path is cluttered with obstacles. These are the things beyond our control. The other path, clear and inviting, represents what we can control. Epictetus, a wise Stoic philosopher, taught that the key to freedom isn't in finding a perfect path, but in choosing how we walk our own. Visualize a person standing calm and composed amidst a raging storm. This is the embodiment of Stoicism. Epictetus proclaimed, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." But what does this truly mean? In the next few minutes, we'll dive into the heart of Stoicism, uncovering how this ancient philosophy can unlock a profound sense of freedom in our modern lives. We'll explore the distinction between external constraints and the power of internal freedom, a freedom born from our thoughts, emotions, and choices. In our quest for true freedom, it's crucial to first understand what we mean by freedom. Freedom, in its essence, is not just the absence of physical constraints. It's the ability to remain serene and undisturbed by the chaos of the world around us. It's about standing at the edge of a life-sized maze, having the clarity and calmness to navigate through it without getting lost in its complexities. Imagine you're sailing on a turbulent sea. The waves represent life's unpredictable challenges and external circumstances. Most people are struggling, their boats tossed about by the fierce waves. But there's one person, a Stoic, who sails smoothly. This person understands that while they cannot control the storm, they can control how they navigate their boat. This is the essence of inner freedom, not being swayed by external conditions, but mastering your reactions and decisions. This concept of inner freedom is like holding a shield in a battle. Life throws countless arrows at us: stress, disappointment, loss. But with the shield of Stoicism, we can reflect these arrows, remaining composed and focused. This shield doesn't stop the arrows from coming, but allows us to face them without letting them pierce our sense of peace and purpose. In understanding true freedom, it's important to realize that it's more about internal control than external. It's about managing our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. The external world is unpredictable and often beyond our influence, but our internal world is where we have true power. This internal mastery is what Epictetus referred to, the ability to distinguish between what we can and cannot control, and to invest our energy wisely. As we embrace this philosophy, we find that true freedom lies within us. It's not a destination, but a journey of understanding, a process of learning to respond to life's challenges with equanimity and resilience. When we achieve this state of inner freedom, we are no longer prisoners of external circumstances, but masters of our own peace and happiness. First, consider the Stoic practice of negative visualization. It's not about pessimism, but preparedness. Imagine a scenario where things go wrong. You lose your job, face a health crisis, or encounter personal setbacks. By contemplating these possibilities, we don't invite them. Instead, we diminish their power over us. This mental rehearsal prepares us to face challenges with composure and strength. Next, let's talk about the art of controlling what we can and accepting what we can't. Like a tree that bends in the wind but remains rooted, we too can learn to be flexible with the uncontrollable while maintaining our core strength. This means focusing our efforts on our actions, attitudes, and beliefs, the realms where we hold power. Lastly, Stoicism teaches us the value of self-reflection and mindfulness. Regular introspection helps us understand our reactions and emotions. Why do we feel anger? What triggers our anxiety? By understanding these inner workings, we gain mastery over our responses, ensuring they align with our values and goals. In essence, Stoicism doesn't just help us weather life's storms, it teaches us to navigate them with grace and wisdom. By embracing these techniques, we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth, leading us towards true inner strength and resilience. Many believe Stoicism teaches us to suppress our emotions, to be like stone-faced statues in the face of life's trials. This is a profound misconception. Stoicism isn't about denying our feelings, it's about understanding them. Picture a person meditating serenely in the midst of a turbulent ocean. Stoicism teaches us to be like that person, finding calmness and clarity within, even as the world around us may be in chaos. Another common misunderstanding is that Stoicism advocates for a passive acceptance of fate. However, Stoicism is not about resigning ourselves to whatever happens. Imagine a chess player thoughtfully deciding their next move. Stoicism is like this strategic gameplay. It encourages us to think, to plan, and to act within our realm of control. It's about making considered choices in the game of life, where our moves are thoughtful responses to the world around us. Finally, there's the misconception that Stoicism is an abstract philosophical concept with little real-world application. This couldn't be further from the truth. Consider a bridge spanning between two cliffs, one symbolizing the realm of philosophy and the other our everyday lives. Stoicism builds this bridge. It provides practical tools and principles like mindfulness and resilience that are immensely applicable in our day-to-day experiences. As we draw to the close of our journey through Epictetus's enlightening perspective on Stoicism and freedom, let's pause to reflect on what we've uncovered. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. These words by Epictetus are not just a call to philosophical contemplation, but an invitation to a transformative way of living. Throughout our discussion today, we've explored the realms of inner freedom, the power of our circle of control, and the resilience that Stoicism can foster within us. But what does all this mean for you in your daily life? It means acknowledging that while we can't control every aspect of our lives, we have the ultimate power over our thoughts, reactions, and decisions. It's about finding serenity in the midst of chaos and strength in the face of adversity. And remember, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or passivity. It's about channeling our emotions and energy into what truly matters and what we can influence. It's about turning obstacles into opportunities, transforming challenges into growth. Let's end with a thought. True freedom isn't found in the absence of constraints, but in our ability to thrive within them. It's in the calmness of mind and the courage of heart that we truly find liberation. So, what does freedom mean to you? The dawn of a new day is a chance to start fresh and live life to the fullest. As the Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." Each morning can feel like a new beginning, a fresh start. The sunrise reminds us of the possibilities in front of us. In this video, we'll explore how to make the most of each precious day we're given. Every day is an opportunity to live with intention. Time passes swiftly, and we only have so many days allotted to us. The hours slip by, the weeks fly past at lightning speed, the months rush on, the years go by in a blink. Our time here is fleeting, yet so often we fail to notice how quickly it escapes us. We think we have all the time in the world, only to find ourselves looking back and wondering where the years went. The truth is, our days are limited, so we shouldn't squander this precious resource or wait for the perfect moment to start living. As the Roman philosopher Seneca observed, life is short, use it well. Our days cycle from dawn to dusk before we know it. We have a finite number of sunrises and sunsets. Let's not waste the opportunity each one represents. Be present to the gift of now, instead of dwelling on the unchangeable past or unknowable future. We all have unfinished goals, places we've yet to explore, adventures that beckon. Don't put off chasing your dreams. Who knows what tomorrow holds? Boldly pursue your passions today. As the poet Rumi wrote, "Don't wait any longer. Dive in the ocean, leave and let the sea be you. Share in the simple joys, wonder at the vast universe. Connect deeply with those you love. Make time for life's profound moments, whether gazing at the endless stars or laughing with friends. Don't let life's breadth and beauty pass you by. Memento mori, remember we must die. Keeping our mortality in mind can help us fully inhabit each moment." As the Roman philosopher Seneca stated, life is divided into 3 periods: that which has been, that which is, and that which will be. Of these 3 periods, the present time is short, the future is doubtful, the past is certain. Stay present to the gift of now. The past is gone, the future unknown, but this moment is ours for the taking. Live deeply, love boldly, seize the day. Our time here is fleeting. Let's make it count. Being truly present and mindful can help us appreciate each moment we're given. Pay full attention to your senses, the sights, sounds, scents, and textures around you. Tune into your environment and notice small details. Breathe slowly and consciously. Live fully in this very instant without judgment. Immerse yourself in the simple sensory pleasures life offers, the sweet fragrance of flowers, the rough texture of tree bark, the feel of rain on your skin. Find beauty and meaning in the ordinary. Seek out experiences in nature that restore your spirit. Hike mountain trails, gaze at the vast sunset, play joyfully with your pet. Nature connects us to something larger than ourselves. Shared experiences with loved ones add richness. Have deep conversations where you truly listen. Do activities together like cooking, traveling, dancing. Create memories. Explore creative outlets and hobbies that ignite your passion. Let your imagination flow through writing, art, music, or gardening. Learning new skills makes time meaningful. Envision your dreams, then boldly take steps to achieve them. Be driven by purpose, not just routine. Check off bucket list experiences and accomplishments. Reflect on cherished memories and keepsakes that remind you of how fully you've lived. Appreciate how each passing day shapes your story. Even quiet moments with beloved pets or alone in nature can be profound. Simple joys replenish our spirit. Live deeply, even in stillness. Staying present generates gratitude for the days we have. Our most precious resource is time. Use it wisely. Appreciate the gift of now. Be grateful for each moment, even ordinary ones. Presence cultivates thankfulness. Don't take your days for granted. You may accomplish goals and have more experiences to reflect on. Each day can bring a sense of purpose and achievement. Seize opportunities that come your way. Check items off your bucket list. Living fully leads to rich experiences and a sense of accomplishment. More fully living each day results in deeper connections and greater fulfillment. We can have less regret and more cherished memories. Build bonds through quality time with loved ones. Create moments you'll reminisce about. Stay present to fill your days with meaning. Being engaged in each moment allows us to fully appreciate our time with loved ones, especially children. Their childhood is fleeting, so cherish your role in it. Staying mindful of each sunset reminds us of time's passage. We only have so many sunrises and sunsets left. Appreciate each one. Live so you have fewer regrets on the sunset of life. Memento mori, remembering we must die, helps us inhabit each moment. Our days are limited, so we should make the most of them. Staying aware of mortality inspires us to live deeply. Even just taking a pause to breathe and center ourselves can add meaning. Don't underestimate the power of stillness to renew your spirit. The gift of now is precious. Stay present to life's beauty. Connect deeply with others. Leave no dreams deferred. Fulfill your days with gratitude and grace. Like the dawn of a new day, each moment is an opportunity. Don't dwell on the past or wait for the future. Awaken to the present and resolve to fully engage in the gift of living. Begin at once to live each day to the fullest. Start today, right now, making the most of this very moment.